Hello, traders, and welcome to a Monday. TradingWithBill.com, and yes, I am Bill. Good to be with you on a Monday. Just trying to get my act together here, and yeah, it's a Monday. I have to tell you, I just returned from my morning swim. I'm doing it really early now, like 7:30, 8 o'clock. And my friends, I gotta tell you, it's awesome. It's cool. I mean, the water's pretty cool because our nights are still cold here in Thailand, and but our days get pretty warm. But really, good stuff. Good stuff. Good to be doing that morning swim every day, bright and early in the morning. Feel good. Good exercise. Yeah, great. Anyhow, it's beautiful skies here in Pattaya, Thailand. Light blue, sunny skies. No clouds in the sky. And yeah, great to be with you. Great to be back at the trading desk for a Monday. I will tell you, did a lot of Forex and video work over the weekend, so it was quite a busy day, and I can't get my news program to load. Oh man, it's always something, right? And of course I hit the record button before I was ready. So all right, let's see what we're talking about here. Let's take a look at our trade on Friday. Our trade setup. Well, this was a trade setup, and I didn't get a video out Friday, and my apologies. I had a nightmare on Friday reference getting my video out. Get to my computer at 6:15 in the morning, turn it on, do one video. Seemed to be shaky. I didn't like it. Go to do a second one. My whole computer freezes. I mean, freezes. My mouse don't come up. Nothing moves. My keyboard's going bing, 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 right? Oh my goodness, what a nightmare. Make a long story short, an hour and a half later, I finally get it up. Luckily, I had a second mouse. I don't think it was the mouse problem, but it was much easier to just get my second mouse and put it on there. I couldn't, deal with it. I was really frustrated, angry. So my first video that I made, I wasn't even done till almost noon, right? That's like my break time. That's like from noon to 1, like 1:15. Don't bother me. And they used to say no break, and then of course I was into London session, and once London session starts, there's no way I can start recording videos, right? Because I trade still. I'm an active trader, my friends. I do trade. Anyhow, this was a trade on Friday. This was a dollar-yen trade. I put 2 aggressive trend lines in here. This ended up to work out really sweet, I have to tell you. So I put 2 trend lines in here. We were here in Asia when I set this up. This red candle hasn't even come to fruition. I think it was this blue candle right here. We set this up, and we were looking for this to break, and I said you can either get in at the aggressive trend line or, the easy-going trend line, right? The conservative trend line. So, this comes up, hits this. What does it do? Retests, not surprisingly. However, big wick on this, right? This is a doji. This is indecision candle. I'm like, this thing is going to dump, right? And sure as it does, there she goes. Down she sinks. Gives us the old L formation here for lower. However, we see this blue line here. That's a support line, and it bounces over there, comes up to the mean line, which is the yellow line, and there is no trade. Right after this. That's it. New York's over. Have a nice day. And I'm pretty sure I'm out all the way here. Yeah. So this trade worked kind of nice. Even if you got in late, you got in 11.72, you still got out at 11.23. It's a 50 pip trade, folks. It's a 50 pip trade, right? And you got out at 30.70, right? It's a 40 pip trade. Depends where you got out. I mean, if I saw this red candle hit this blue line, I'd be out, right? This sinks down. If you're watching it, it comes above it, I'd be out. That'd be it. This line here is telling you these are support and resistance lines that's put into Ninja Trader automatically that I pay for. So that's what that's all about. So anyhow, this sinks out. This gives you alpha lower. We're done. Have a nice day. And this one you would have seen in Asia today. This was New York back here. Okay. All right. So that's what's going on. What happened on Friday that I was not able to get out. But that was my trade plan for Friday. Not a lot to talk about. All right. We got... it decided to come to life here, so let's grab our economic calendar and see what's going on for today. Take a look at the markets on Friday. I did trade like the first hour maybe an hour and a half, and I didn't stay long on Friday. I normally don't stay long on Fridays, to be honest with you, but I didn't go out. I was at my desk, or I was in my condo, and I did not go out. But I didn't do a lot of trading on a Friday. I just don't like leaving Forex trades, of course, overnight. I don't trade Forex. And I didn't see anything in options because, remember, 4 days before Friday, everything was selling off. Well, what do you think happens on Friday? Yeah. Everything starts to kick back up again. And if you take a look at what happened on Friday, the indices, S&P 500's up 0.03%. Okay. But the NASDAQ futures up 0.8%. Okay. But they're in the green. I mean, that's the point, right? If it was 0.0310 in the red, I'd say, okay, we're continuing this move to the downside, which was apparently a Fibonacci correction is what I would call it. And the Dow 30 was in the red, 0.31, so the Dow continues to sink. S&P VIX was up 7.19%. That's a good thing. Increased volatility, we'd like to see that. The Nikkei 225 is positive 0.36%, and the DAX closed high at 0.46%. And we looked at the DAX at the open of Europe on Friday, and I listened to another trading room. It's called Wise Trade, and the moderator is a really great guy. His name's Chris Asaro. So if you get a chance to go into his room, check it out. It's Wise Trade. You can Google it, and it's free. Go in there, and Chris does from 2:30 to 4:30 Eastern Standard Time in the morning for Europe. And then the U.S. dollar index it's down 0.15%, but it's above 100. And my point is, as long as it stays above 100, I'm okay with that. How come every time I get on the mic, I get like things are like my throat decides to give up, right? I was at the pool, swam, everything, talked to people, everything's fine, right? I get in front of the microphone, this happens. All right, so that's about it for that. What do we got for data today? Wow, Japan had Tankin large non-manufacturing, and it came in as expected at 20. Tankin large manufacturers index came in negative. It was 12, expecting 14. I'm not sure what Tankin is, to be honest with you. I've never seen that before. The Aussie had AIG manufacturing index, no expectations, came in at 57.5. Previous was 59. So I don't know how that reacted, but the Aussie dumped in the last 2 hours. So apparently they did not like that number there. What are the yens doing? You can see here's the Aussie right here. Euro Aussie, nothing here. Pound yen sideways. Euro yen, nothing on that data because that's right here. So I guess they weren't too worried about that. We also had more stuff out of Aussie. Retail sales month on month came out negative 0.1%. I think that's probably what moved that market. And building approvals came in at 8.3 versus negative 0.5. Really good number there. Private house approvals was 5.3. No expectations. Previous was 4.0 negative. So I guess those were good numbers. So those were pretty good numbers for the Aussie, and the Aussie reacted, as we can see. And I'll bring that chart up for you. Here's the Aussie. We can get rid of that stuff. Over the weekend I did a lot of Forex homework, a lot of trading homework in general, and I thought I got rid of all this stuff. Okay, so yeah, so this was our data here, the big data, right? That came out at 8:30, and it's now 9:30. So this is an hour later. These are hourly charts. So this is the red candle from the data. This is now, and yeah, so that's what's going on there. All right, let's see what's going on, just commodity-wise, real quick. Main focus in commodities, my friends, for me is oil. Want to know what oil's doing? Oil, WTI is at 50.58, down 0.48%. I'm not too worried about that. Brent oil is down to 53.45, 0.15%. But remember what the key is. We always say that the key is that $50 mark. Remember, oil has nothing to do with supply and demand, folks. I don't care what they say on CNBC. I don't care what they say on Bloomberg. They can talk about oil and their 200 exponential moving averages. It's all crap. Okay? Crap. It's all about the 5 major banks in the world that are adjusting these prices and manipulating these prices. They're not going to let oil stay below $50 a barrel. Why? Simple. Because they got billions and billions of dollars of loans out worldwide for oil rigs, for oil parts, for oil executives, all this stuff. If they go below $50 a barrel, these people are going to default. This has nothing to do with supply and demand. We have more oil in this world than you can shake a stick at. Oil is not in a shortage. Don't listen to these supposedly gurus that know what they're talking about. They're wrong. 100% wrong. Okay? All right. That's enough on that. I won't, that just, I don't watch those shows 99.9% of the time, but every so often I happen to flip on the wrong channel. All right. U.S. coffee is, it's down 0.33% to 138 and 70 cents. All right, traders, let's take a look at today's trade as we do every Monday, and it's on a euro dollar pair. And basically what we have here, folks, look at this. Is this just an ATM or what? I mean, this is just unbelievable, right? This is great Forex. Down, sideways, down, sideways, down, sideways, right? You can just fib this to death, and that's probably a 23.6. That's probably a 3.8. I mean, you can just fib this and just see what your levels are. That's probably an 8.3 right there. I mean, it just sink down. This is nasty, right? This is pretty nasty right here. This stuffy here, this sideways price action. So what am I looking for? Well, I want this to come back up to this 618. I want to trade this today off the 618 because I got to get past all this. I'm not playing with this. Okay, so if this gets up to the 618, we'll get in at 1.0725. I will take profit at 1.0670, an 85 to 90 pip trade, depending on where you get in. Don't rush this, my friends. Don't rush this. This can be London lunch or maybe even 2 hours after London open before this happens. Might even be New York before this happens. But we're dredging on up here, and we just need to get up as close as we can to. Now, these are zones, folks. Remember that. I'm not waiting for that specific pip to come, but if it comes in this area, basically above the 50%, I'll short it. In a second, I'll short this thing. Now, this is an hourly chart, so if you go to a 30-minute chart, it might be a little bit easier for you. All right, so, yeah, this is just sell the euro. The euro, the pound, just sell it. Just sell it, just sell it, just sell it. The Aussie dollar, just sell it, just sell it, just sell it, right? Wait for your trades, be patient, and sell it. I wish the options markets was selling off like this. I'd be making a killing. I promise you we will have options Friday, this Friday. I was prepared to do it last Friday. Like I said, the iMac decided not to want to work with me. And unfortunately, I only have one iMac, my friends. So, yeah, I'm looking to get another one. I got to be honest with you. I don't have room to put it anywhere. I mean, my desk has I got 5 monitors on my desk. I've got nowhere to put another iMac. So, yeah, that's what's going on with that. I might have to take one of my screens off of this one and basically stick another iMac on here and or a MacBook Pro. I'm gonna have to do something because I've got to be able to do this. If this iMac goes on me, I'm gonna be in the shit. Pardon my French. All right, traders, that's it for me today. It's a Monday, and it's a beautiful Monday, and I'm glad to be back at the trading desk. Glad to be with you. Thank you all for your emails, your support. I got to throw a good man to Mr. FX Ziggy. If you're not following him, please follow him. Just really, really great. Thanks to Chris Asaro at Wise Trade. He's a great moderator. He's a great trader. He's a good friend. I've known Chris over a year now, and we've become good friends. And thank you, Chris, for all you do for me. Ziggy FX, you are the man. Thank you so much. And traders, we'll catch you next time. Have a good trading day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Take care now. Bye-bye.